Hello, Jesus is resurrected. I'm Gerald from Germany. I live now in Slovakia. I have want to share experience from Medjugorje. I came here. Of course, I was touched by Our Lady of Peace. First time in the early 90s. My mother died in 1989, and I was invited in Belgium for a workshop, and I met a wonderful Catholic community family, and they had books about Medjugorje, and always when I start to read the messages, I had to cry. So I really strong felt that I was called to come to Medjugorje. The first time I came in very early 90s. Medjugorje was quite simple in this time still, and I must say I came here with a friend in the beginning, and when I entered the church I broke down. I broke down and cried, and it happened that I felt I had to leave this relation that I was going into. There was no intimacy of relation, but we had already a strong commitment that we might get married. And I couldn't believe it. And I said, okay, I saw this was not the relation that I should be getting into, and I had to leave it. But it was like a chain, and I couldn't. I was crying, I remember, and then a friend I met, and he said, Gerald, you can come home with me, I can take you. But I just arrived, so I said, what is the sense to come to Medjugorje? But then I went 3 days of darkness and of very pain and of very suffering, because I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I was here like a zombie. I was really destroyed inside. I didn't know what to do. I was thinking I'd die, because the emotions and the feelings for this lady too strong. Okay, I make it brief. I went the third day. I went to Calvario. I was staying long night, and the sun was sun setting, and I saw in the valley, not to Medjugorje, but in the other side, I saw a big circle of smoke. And the circle of smoke was not totally closed, it was a little opening there. And that came right away. If this circle of smoke is closed, I'm lost. I'm lost forever. So then I said, okay, what I'm doing, it's getting dark, I'm still on Calvario by myself, and suddenly a young man came, Polish guy, and I approached him. And this good man, he said, Gerald, I don't speak German, but with you I speak German. I don't know what's going on. He couldn't speak German. He told me this many times on this way down. So this young, beautiful man, for me like an angel, guided me down, but of course he was a real person. Then we went to a shop, it was a Friday. We bought a piece of bread because we had to eat something, so I felt we had to break some bread and approach the church. At the church, we sit down, and then I heard out of the loudspeakers, dear child, a mother, lovely voice talking to me. Nobody could hear this, but I heard many times, dear child, and this beautiful voice of a mother. I mean, I'm German, so my English is okay, but she approached me in English, okay? So she told me then how I was standing, like a priest praying or anything, what I was doing. She said, no, you look like this, or it was lovely. Okay, I sat down on a bench, and there was a lady from Germany, from Bavaria. And she said, she saw me, and I was really desperate, because you can imagine, 3 days, no sleeping. I looked like drug addict or something, I don't know. And I was sleeping rough or whatever, and had hardly something eaten, and didn't care of how I looked like. Okay, so there was, and suddenly a man came, and the man was really fine and beautiful dress, like Sherlock Holmes, a white, really bright dress and a jacket, and said, come with me, come with me. He was in a dark skin, so I would say something like Moroccan or some Arabic kind of person. And no, very little hair, well cut, and in the distance, in the very, very distant, I heard souls of people or whatever shouting and screaming, yes, yes, wow, come. And I couldn't believe it. I said, oh, of course, I don't go an inch from this place. So I stayed, thank God. Make it short. Father Slavko, lovely Franciscan father, passed me and shook the head because he saw me so terribly desperate, lost, was just shaking his head. No hope. Okay, what can I do? I was alone. I said, I will not go a millimeter from this place because it's the Holy Christ inside of the church. Of course, the church was already closed. No? It was after evening mass. So then another father came, Franciscan, and a big, strong man. He approached me, he saw me, looked with a lovely smile to me, took me up, rising me up, embraced me, and it came like a shower over me. I was crying, and I was incredible. After minutes like this, people of Italian came around me, and we made a circle, and we were dancing of joy, and it was incredible. Because I felt like a resurrection. Okay, so make it short, we had a meal, they invited me, it was incredible. And then I went home and prayed the whole night in a little chapel because it was dangerous. I thought I still would be not surviving this night, because a lady from the Italian community said, you have to die, Gerald, you have to die. So what can I do? I went in a little home chapel in a garage full of statues the whole night. Outside was like a grizzly bear scratching at the door. It was horrifying, but I stayed inside and prayed the whole night. Morning came, raining, showering, raining. And I went to my community where I was kind of start of Cinaculo there. And I stayed and I had something to eat and happy. Then I found a bus to go back to Germany. This was one thing with Medjugorje. I just want to say, encourage you, come to Medjugorje. Mother Mary, everybody will embrace, everybody has to tell something to her children. Incredible. And so I came then, of course, now I'm here, I think the 5th time after, and everything is wonderful. So make an effort to come if you feel, and it's very, very good. And I'm very blessed and very thankful. Thank God for this. So all the best, take good care, and God bless you, my part. Ciao, bye bye.